Hi friends, it's Cricket, and today I'm going to show you guys how to make this really cute sponge painted turkey. It's really cute. It's a paper plate, sponges, and little cutouts that I gave you in your guys' kit. Okay, so this is the end result. Right now, what you need to do is you're going to need scissors because you're going to need to cut out his little head and his little gobble. If I can get it apart, he has a little gobble and his beak. And so you're going to need to cut those out. I gave you a whole set. I think I gave you a set to be able to make his 5. All right, so now you're going to get your plate. I gave you a bunch of plates in your kit. You're going to get your paints. And in your kit, I also gave you 3 cut sponges, 3 small sponges. Okay, so there's different ways that you can do it. You can use it just the small square side, or you can also use the long side, depending on whichever way you want to do it. I gave you a bunch of different plates so you can play around. And so we're just going to jump in. So you get a little bit of paint on your sponge, not too much, and you just start going. You just start dabbing all over the place. And it's really fun. And you get color all over. And if you get globs of paint, kind of just dab over those globs and get more paint. And you're just going to cover your whole plate with paint. And just see what happens when you just start dabbing color all over the place. It's just really random. And just that randomness is what makes it so much fun, because at the end it turns out really pretty. So I have another plate here that I did. This is the one I'm going to show you how to put your turkey together, and that one turned out really interesting. So now I'm done with the yellow for now. Get some orange going on here, and then maybe I'll overlap the orange over the yellow. Maybe like try to fill in some spots that have no paint yet. We still have the red color to do. And start just dabbing all over the place, kind of just randomly smearing color. It's so much fun. These little random projects, these little odd art projects are some of my favorite. Okay, we got a lot of orange on there. Now let's try some red. We'll see what happens when we add some red onto this. Okay. My sponge is really stiff right now. I should have, I didn't think about loosening it. Sometimes I forgot, like if you're doing this project and if you actually want to run your sponge under water and then wring it out really good, and if it's still a little wet, it works. But if you have a soft sponge, you get a better texture. And I think actually I'm gonna try using the long side of the red sponge, because it's kind of having a hard time with it because it's stiff. But that's okay. You can play around with them, the sponges, when they're like really dry and they're kind of stiff. See what kind of texture you get with that. And then you can try by wetting your sponges first and then see what happens with that. So I'm going to try the long side with the yellow now and just see what happens. And so this is what makes it so much fun. And you're going to fill up the whole plate all over. And like just just a tiny bit of white sticking out. And actually you can even totally cover it to where there's no white at all. Okay. So I filled that one up really a lot. And I feel like it turned out really nice. I think it's kind of random and kind of interesting. Well, I see a little bit of white over here. I think I'm going to fill that in with some orange. And I overlapped the colors a lot, and that's okay. That's what makes it kind of interesting and kind of intriguing, because you're getting more than 3 colors. It seems like you're getting a lot of different colors. Okay, so there we go. You're going to do that with your sponges. And then I even played around with some different techniques with my sponges instead of just dabbing. This one I kind of smeared it. I dabbed it and then I kind of smeared it around a little bit. And then this one I tried I did twisting. I put the sponge down and then I twisted it all around and got some interesting textures. So it's really fun to play around with this random painting. So you're going to put this off to the side, and it probably takes about an hour to dry. If you have sunlight, put it out in the sun, it'll dry a lot faster. So here's one that I've already done and it's already dry. So in your kit, you're going to cut out the little brown thing. That's his little turkey head. All right, so in your kit, I gave you glue dots, but you don't have to use the glue dots that I gave you. Of course, you can use regular glue. So I'm just going to stick some glue dots on here. Pretty easy. And if anybody who's done projects with me before, you know why I love the glue dots. I love them because you don't have to wait for them to dry. These are some old glue dots that I found in my drawer. So these are super sticky. So, oh, I should show you. So for my friends who've never done glue dots, in your kit, you have the little white squares. And you are going to peel them apart. And on the clear side, you'll see there's a circle. When you hold it up to the light, you'll see that circle. And so you know that's the side you're going to push it down. You push the clear part down really, really hard. That's the thing you need to do, is you really rub it and get it to stick. Then you slowly peel back the clear, and now I have a glue dot there. All right, I'm gonna, just for time wise, I would recommend you doing like 4 glue dots, 2 on the top and then 2 toward the bottom. So, but for time wise, I'm just doing those 3 right now. So you're gonna probably want to do 4. Okay, so you're gonna put your head in the middle. I gave you an extra long neck. So what you're gonna want to do is you want your neck to hang over the edge of the plate a little bit. So it's and then you're gonna trim it, and then you're gonna try to line up the head, the turkey head, and best you can in the middle. A little bit of the neck is hanging over, and that's okay. All right, so now get one more glue dot. I'm going to turn glue on the little beak. And so with the beak and the wobble, I do the beak first. It makes it easier. So, and I'm just using 1 glue dot on there. And if you're using regular glue, you don't want to do the edge all the way to the edges of the beak, and you're going to learn why. So my glue got all bunched up, but that's okay. It's still going to work. That's why I love the glue dots. Put your beak right. Oh no! Oh my goodness! I pushed it as I was trying to move my finger away. I pushed it, but that's okay. Made a mistake. You just keep going. You just try to find a way to correct your mistake. Okay. Got my little beak on there. Now I'm going to glue on his little wobble, and this is where it gets a little tricky doing his little wobble, his little gobble. All right, so I just do 1 on there. Really having a hard time with these older glue dots. These are I found in the bottom of a drawer, and they're really old, so I'm having a hard time. So with the wobble, you want to kind of stick it underneath the beak a little bit. So it's going to stick out like that. So there you go. So that's how your little wobble is going to look. So there you go. You got your little beak, your little wobble, and I'm going to use in your kit, I also gave you guys some stickers, sticker eyes. So you have googly eyes and you have sticker eyes. So I'm going to use the little sticker eyes because I think those are so much fun too. All right, there we go. And with your scissors, you are going to, if you have a little bit of the edge sticking off there, you're just going to trim that off. And that's it. You have your little sponge painted turkey. It's really fun. You can like put them up all around the house if you want to celebrate Thanksgiving or just celebrate fall. So I hope everybody had fun. I love doing this project. I miss everybody. I can't wait to see everybody at Thrive. And I hope you guys have a fabulous day.